Hi everyone, I am Sheikh Mohammed Fayaz, working with Smart Digital Consulting, and I have total 5+ years of experience into IT with different technologies. Okay, but right now I am working with Salesforce. Coming to my Salesforce journey, I have just started like 3-4 months before only, but I feel like it is pretty much easier and it is very helpful CRM, which where the user can use even if the new user started using it, it will be like user friendly. Generally we call Salesforce as a 360-degree view. Now in this Salesforce you will have all the whoever sales agent or any customer, any user, any developer who's ever using the Salesforce, they feel like they are using a user friendly tool for them. And also this Salesforce is very helpful to have the record, like if for example now sales agent is using for his manager, if he want to track his sales, how much sales he had done, he can check it in forecast. There are so many concepts, so many things in the Salesforce where they are all inbuilt. We don't have to install anything. We don't require any physical software. We just need an internet connection with a laptop. So once you get logged in, you can log in today in your laptop, tomorrow in somewhere in other location. You can just use it anywhere. And this as when I'm starting using Salesforce, I was also feeling very easy, like it has very friendly environment. So when you see the screen, if you guys can see the screen, like there are some tabs over here, there are some view of this, all this. If you are already in Salesforce, you know already. Those who don't know what is Salesforce and all, it's a just brief overview. But I am going to tell you about an API integration in Salesforce. That too, we have so many web services where SOAP integration, I mean REST API, SOAP API, and so many tools. Generally, for this, no, whenever we are creating an object, these are called an object. These are called records. In the records, we have all the values. So this is app launcher. This is like gear icon where you can go edit your object and set up your object. You can check your fields relationship. So whoever know the software Salesforce, they can easily grab it. Whoever they are new to this technology, this video would help them to gain the next level of confidence in this tool. So I'm going to start about a lead API. Okay, in this REST API, generally in REST, making your Apex class available as a REST web service is straightforward. Define your class as global and define method as global static, which is adding annotation to a class and method. In case I am going to explain you about the external system. In my case, I am going to explain you about the external system, to call our API, which is created inside our on Salesforce application. Which means user will create an application of REST API, and he can use his own to call the other application. In simple words, for example, two external like one is our Salesforce, another one is something like think like another system like Google server. We are going to hit a Google server, or we are going to hit a payload server. Right now I am going to explain about a payload is a system where it will give all the information. Now whatever the payload system, user will use what he use a link called REST API link, which is a simple link where he can directly interact with Salesforce. Which means he can call the API which is available in Salesforce, and API will respond you back with the requested data. It is nothing but exchanging information from one system to other system. Think like I am going to do an example, simple example, like in daily basis we have our headphones, where you in your headphones you might have key up button, key down button, call disconnect button, like this. The input for this is key up and key down is nothing but request. When you are doing key up, your voice will get increased, like background noise will get increased, and when you are down keying down, voice will get down. That means you are requesting key, and in response it is giving you a voice. Same way, now I am going to explain you about lead API, and I am going to create a software, like a program, where our program can directly integrate with the Salesforce with the external application. I am going to access the lead data. You might all have known already, lead is the object where you have all the information. Generally in Salesforce, in Sales Cloud, lead is the starting point. Like, for example, now lead, in lead what you do, you will create a records. Those records will get converted to account, contact, and opportunity. Okay, you all guys might know, so I'm directly going ahead. Now if you want to open your developer console, you will click here. I think I might have opened it already. Okay, yeah. So I'm doing, I have created an new Apex class with the name lead manage as easy. So in this I have created this class. This class I have already created, so I'm directly going it. So in REST API, we will generally start our code with @rest a resource, resource resource of. This is, you are, you can use capital or small, URL mapping. This in this our console is in case insensitive, so it will support any kind of like capital, smalls. Generally camel case would be preferred for any method names or something. So what I am doing, I am preferring URL mapping. Right now, what, in which object I am doing under lead object. So whatever link you are going to provide, you can give it here. For example, lead, account, contact, anything. A star is like any global lead with something. So when I started it, a REST API, this will be annotated as @REST resource. Okay, and in general, when we are writing code, we will use public static, apex class name dot class. For example, now I'm creating some new class. In general, what it does is, generally any program, it will create like public class HD, but in our REST API, we have to use global. As I told you, global with sharing. This is a general syntax, you can find it out anywhere, like our Google or our trailheads and everything. So our trailhead has very good features. You can go through them. You don't have to be on anyone's hand. You can directly go through trailhead and learn everything. So now I have created a class. This is the syntax: global with sharing class leader. Now for right now in my case, we in REST API we have so many methods like get, post, delete, update. These many, so many methods are there. So right now I am going to post it. That means from external application, I am going to request for some data. I am going to put the data in lead. Okay, from external application. So for that, same thing, annotate with HTTP post. This is the annotation for post method. Now same thing, when we are using any method in the API, we should use this static as global static. I am right now using return type string, and I am using a method name called create lead. So right now I'm going to create a lead. Okay, so in my case I have created now uh, what I want to create for our purpose, basically in lead there are some mandatory fields, so I'll prefer name as mandatory, and I am doing string mobile, and I am putting one more input parameter as source, urc source. Okay, so these are the parameters which I am going to return. Now what I will do is I will first start, uh, I'll try to start with what I do is I'll call all the method field names in one list, uh, because I just want to get a lead details. And if for example my scenario is like this, for example my API is hitting lead server Salesforce with names mobile source. If name mobile source exists already, then I don't have to create anything. It had to say me a lead has been already created, and I will try to write an email, reply back with an email. That email we can use process builder, we can use flow, we can use email templates, anything. We don't have much time. I mean, as this is very short video, I'm going to explain in next videos maybe. For now I'll just keep in a short, like when there is a lead with the three name mobile and source, I'll throw an error. I mean, I'll throw reply you back, lead has been already created. If not, I'll create a new lead. For that I'll get the list first. I mean, list, you can just use this thing or directly lead something. You can directly do this for do I will do like do you pla duplicate lead. Okay, anything, any name, it's a variable name where you can use. So you can use just syntax like this. So in this you will query like select id comma last name comma, I don't want last name maybe. I maybe for my purpose I require these fields. I am using the same API names. How I know the API names, as I've been into Salesforce, I know the lead API names are these. If you are a new guy or fresher, those who don't know the API names, I'll show you now. Lead, if you come here, lead, when you click on lead, if I go on fast, like if you click on setup edit object, it will open directly this page only. See if it's right now my internet is little slow, sorry for that. So if you go here, it will come directly this only. If you click on fields and relationship, you will come to know where all the fields are available. So now mobile is the thing I am using. So mobile phone is the mobile field name. Field name is nothing but API name. That is why I'm using API name now. Okay, so whatever API names I'm there, it's there. I'm copying from, I mean, copy. You can copy or you can write it directly. And I want to get lead number. I have created one more field called lead number for my purpose. What it is, lead number is an auto number. It will generate every time a record got created. Okay, lead number, and you can actually get the owner email also. Okay, as I want to reply an email also, and I have created a duplicate count. This is the general API names. When there is a static API names, uh, whichever Salesforce already given, they don't have underscore or something. They will have formal names, whichever you created from your own, like custom fields. You will get underscore C. Okay, so now where am I getting from this all from? This is an SQL query. In general, it looks like an SQL query only, but this is an SQL query where Salesforce had already provided. From lead, now from lead, now I have to check where condition, because in my case mobile with same mobile. Generally user will have one mobile for one customer or two mobiles, unique mobile numbers, right? In general, with the same mobile number, if you want to create a lead, then I will send a duplicate. So that's why I'm writing where a mobile. You just have to write like this in SOQL. Mobile is equals to, I mean, mobile phone is equals to mobile. Okay. And I'll put the limit to 1, because what I did is, I may not know, right, how many I may get. That's why I'm putting the limit to 1. So I just try to save. It is saying some errors. We will try to solve those errors in future. G global GLO. Sorry if I'm in a hurry making this video, or I'm not sure. I'm going to write everything mistake. No, but as per the rule, global with sharing class lead manage API, global static string create lead, and I am calling the query. Okay, once I call the query, now I am going to check if, what is the condition. What condition would I check? Like, if sir example, duplicate lead is a collection of type list of lead. In that, I'm going to check the first record, like if my duplicate DUPL, whatever this is there, sorry, copy, same thing, you can copy paste, you can type it, you can do that. Size, I'll check the size. If the size is greater than 0, okay, then it will come. Why am I checking size is because, to check if already a lead created with the same mobile number. Okay, now in this, I will check one more condition, like if duplicate lead dot, mm, duplicate lead, and I'm going to check for the first, oh, why is this first row. If duplicate list first row dot, this one, count, every time count will increase, right? Count is equals to null. Then now, why did I check if there is any records within this? It will come inside and it will check for the duplicate count is null or not. Initially duplicate count will create with null only, right? That's why. Next, what it do is, if duplicate count is null, then what I will do is, what happened, okay, what I will do is, I will assign a duplicate value 0. Okay, like this. If duplicate dot, duplicate count is equals to 0, okay, means I am assigning 0 because it don't have any number. Okay, if it doesn't have any number, that's why I'm doing, it would be initially null, right? When I create it, it will create an empty field. Okay, so then after that, if duplicate is there already, then what I will do, if duplicate is there, I will try to increase the count. How? Like this. Okay, so we can increase the count like this, and we can update update it to update to update what, update this. Yeah, but we will get right now first value only, right? That's why I'm updating this. So here, don't worry about the errors, we will clear them off once we got the body, everything in setup. Okay, now, as I am really sorry, guys. I unfortunately trying to do a video with PowerPoint, I don't know what happened. I just tried to do something, but it got stopped suddenly. So as per the session, we have last time we were creating a lead. Before that, we are checking if it is already exists or not. Okay. Now when I am doing this, I would generally, what I would do is I would check for duplicate count. If duplicate count initial value would be null, if it is null, it will assign 0 for it and increase the duplicate count. As I told you, we can increase the duplicate count like this. We can just copy, paste it, equals to duplicate count plus 1. Because if I found any duplicate, I'll make an increase of count of plus 1. If the count plus 1 is there on the field for any object which was already created, which means API is trying to hit, external API is trying to hit our Salesforce API, immediately it will check for the count. If count is already 1, I mean already 0, I mean 1 or 2 more than 1, it had to send an update like update duplicate count. Correct. Okay. And now as you have this, we will return string. So what value I have to return now? Return duplicate count dot I will return this number. This is the auto number, right? As we have created before, that is an auto number. I'll return it. Then this is how we will do for checking the duplicate. After that, now after completing this, oh wow, shift. Okay, now what I will do else, what is the else part here? We have to create a lead, right? If duplicate not found, generally for that this is very simple. This lead is variable name is, my name is this, is equals to new lead okay, I've created object. We can do like this or we can do like this as well. I just don't want to create so many lines. That's why I am doing like this. API name of the lead last name is mandatory. That is name. This name. Okay. Comma. What else? Mobile number. Mobile number is mobile phone in our case. This one, and input, whichever it is coming from input. Comma. Lead source here in our case source. But what is the API name? API name is generally lead source. I know this because I was using already, that's why. Lead source. Then what I should do? Insert, because we are inserting this new lead, right? This one. Copy. If you have any doubt, you can copy paste, or else you can write it normally. And you have to return as well. Return what? This lead. I have copied already. Dot lead number. I have already a field called lead number, right? That. Now I'll check for the errors. If anything is wrong, return type string missing, return type string. Now what is the missing return type? Lead is equal to, sorry, I kept it like this. Lead, it is not, it doesn't matter, but one should know about it. But where is there? 17th line. This is saying new lead. Okay, this last name, API name is this. Okay, missing return type. this is for that one, this is for this one, this is for this one, this for this one. If else, okay, this is for this one. What is the errors? 1725. Wait, 25 error. What is the error? We'll try to save again. Expecting. Last name. Lead source. Okay, so this is nothing like this is small thing. Whichever it is there, we can do this. So, oh my god, the changes were double. Oh, something is wrong with my Salesforce. Okay, so I'm trying to saving it. I try to save it, and it says saving, but it is taking longer time. Let me before that I'll go back to this lead and I'll check for the leads, whatever leads I've created. For testing this, what generally we have to do is we have to log into workbench logout. Initially, if you have using multiple serving, I mean multiple workbenches or multiple logins, you can just log out and log in again, so that it will come to exact sandbox. So once I come to the sandbox, I'll do this. I'm using somebody else login, so this is why it is showing this test logged on. Once you get logged in, it will show you the user details. It is still saving, and now it's saved. Okay, now after saving it, this is the program for checking the duplicate. If duplicate found, send an email. If duplicate not found, create the lead. Oh, okay. So now in my case, I'm creating the lead. uh, just one second. My battery is low. 1 second. If I yeah, sorry guys. My battery was low, that's why. Sorry, the video is getting loaded with stuffs. Okay, so now it got created. Now when we created it, we will generally you can search in Google, you will find it. You will in under utilities, REST Explorer, you will find this REST Explorer to test. As I told you initially, there are so many methods to for a REST API in order for the other server to hit. Like this is one server, and we are hitting Salesforce server from Workbench. Think like Workbench is another server, and I am doing post. We have get, put, patch, delete, add, everything. Now we just want to use post only in this service slash data slash API. In our case, it's not API. It's generally it's like data. In our case, it is this one, lead, which means lead, and this is not under data. This I don't remember, I have to see it here. What it is exactly. um, what it is, body. So what it might be, I can check in here also. Apex retest, sorry, Apex rest. Okay, Apex rest. Then I can call the body JSON. It's like JSON parsing. So from JSON, whatever the name, this is the name, this is the name, colon, whatever the name you want to give. I mean, this name, this man, anything, whatever the name. You just have to pass the same strings. Mobile, I will put this, and source. source is things like walk-in. Hmm. Okay, but I just have to check, double check. This is the name. Oh, this also should be in double quotes and have comma. This JSON format. If you guys know JSON already, you can do it easily. This is like simple thing, simple Apex code, JSON code, where you are passing these values from JSON format to Salesforce, requesting to create it. Okay, copy. I'll just try to execute. Once I execute it, if there is no lead created with this man, see raw response is okay. Now if I go check here, citing is the recent one. If I try to refresh, this man got created because from API we are trying to hit from workbench is another server trying to hit Salesforce. If it lead is not there with the same details, it will create a lead. If lead is not there, it will what I said is it will increase the count. Now see, if you see, duplicate count is 0. Now I'll try to hit the API again. We have written two conditions, right? If duplicate count is already exists, which means if we have already value in the duplicate count, increase it. Otherwise, with the mobile phone number, same data doesn't exist, create the lead. Now if I'll refresh, I'll just check this. If you see, in background I have written some other building tools as well. Like if for example, if your duplicate count is more than 1, why this duplicate count, what did I do, this raw response, did I execute it? Okay, once I'll try to execute. Okay, so maybe when I'm doing this, they're creating this man source with the same mobile number. Oh, okay, so this is how we will create. Generally what it is doing is this is checking with the name. What we have to do, we have to do with the mobile number. We kept a condition with this. Now if you try to do this again, see, making mistake is also sometimes learning as well. Okay, so if I do lead, is this lead or leads? Okay, lead only. Okay, so this is creating so many. Okay, just the condition check is different. So mobile number limit, everything is same, mobile number limit. Okay, so I have backup of this code. I'll second, I'll try to backup. I'll try to take the backup. I have taken backup here. Control C, Control Alt, Control V, Control S. I'll try to run it again. I have backup. I'll try to run it again. The execute. Suggestion person. There is some error, which is deceleration. What it is? Mobile name. Name is this, not capital. Same name. Mobile source. Execute. So if you do this, so this, if we come here, this man, so this is how we'll create the lead and execute REST API from the other resource. This is workbench is an internal Salesforce provided tool, but you can test this with the Postman as well. For testing this with Postman, you just have to install Postman software in this. Okay, then you can have steps. You can Google it, you can get it. I have already Googled and copied this. This is the token which I have to pass it here, and the username, password. And step 2 is endpoint URL. Whichever the endpoint URL, I have to copy this. For example, like this, Postman Now I have to grant access. This is the link. Test Salesforce, authenticate everything, and username, password, whatever the username you are using for your Salesforce to login, and the password. This client ID, client secret, this is, you can get it from connected app. So in order to interact with Postman, you have to create an application called connected app. You can directly come here, you can click home, connected, sorry, I have any connected app. So once you get to connected app, create an app auth, this thing. Okay, once you click here, okay, so this got done. That's why once you created a connected app, then you can easily get it. So that's how you can create and you can test everything. For next topics we will come back and test it.